It's time for What's Happening, brought to you by Concordia Bank.
Good Friday morning, everybody. Andy Gita hanging out with you. And like I told you, I got some very special in-studio guests with me. You hear that voice, you know who that is.
Beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Hey, this is my favorite time of the year, my absolute favorite time of the year.
Mine too.
You just cannot beat it. And if you're wondering who this fantastic voice in this station with me is right now, this is Director of Marketing and Public Relations for the City of Vidalia, Miss Sheri Rabb, a frequent visitor to these radio airwaves.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
It feels a little like Christmas today, too.
It does. I love it.
A little cooler outside.
Finally, and dry. Thank you very much. And hey, you got company in tow with you this morning.
That's right.
We got Vidalia Mayor Hyram Copeland hanging out with us, too, in the studio. Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
Good morning, Andy, and I want to congratulate you on an outstanding beard you have grown.
Oh, thank you very much. This was my lucky LSU beard for the first 7 weeks of the season. And not so well, which is why I trimmed it a little bit. Maybe try to spruce it up. It worked out okay for the A&M game, but we won't talk about the three before that, though. So, hey, I tell you what, this is beginning to look a lot like Christmas, as you said, Sheri. And
absolutely.
Y'all have so much stuff going on in the city of Vidalia for the month of December in relation to Christmas and the Christmas spirit. I just got to give you a round of applause, a little golf clap by myself here.
Well, and it's a lot of our citizens that have really stepped up, like several things that we're going to talk about today. The Vidalia Women's Club, they're responsible for, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the things that we're going to talk about. So it really does. The mayor's always talking about the people of Vidalia. It takes a village. These ladies have stepped up to the plate along with other organizations and made this a December to remember.
Oh, yeah. And look, I mean, a lot of these things, it goes to great causes. There's fun stuff happening.
Right.
It's all kind of kicking off, I guess, this Sunday with the Christmas parade.
The parade. And I wanted to kind of talk about that just a minute because the ladies came up with the theme this year is a Star-Spangled Christmas. Everybody is saluting the flag, really starting to turn up for the veterans and for the United States as a whole. So I thought it was really cool that they did that this year. The parade actually begins at 3 o'clock. The lineup is going to be at 2 o'clock at Vidalia Upper Elementary down by the levee. As always, this is the parade that only has one Santa.
Yeah. There could be only one.
There is only one Santa, and he will be in Vidalia Sunday afternoon. But if you don't have your floats in, call them. Go ahead and give them a call today at 318-880-7440. That's Mary Montpelier. She is heading that up for the Vidalia Women's Club.
And there's no entry fee for the parade, and there's actually going to be cash prizes given out to the winners. If you want to be included in the judging or be eligible for the judging, you got to have 50% of your unit of your float decorated, and of course, sticking with the theme is one of the criteria for the judging. So sticking with the Star-Spangled Christmas sort of theme there.
Well, and that's true. The only thing that they're going to have a fee for is the floats, the large floats and the small floats, and that's where the money's going to come from for the cash prizes. Right. So we really do recommend that all the area businesses get out because these kids really enjoy these parades.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they love just seeing all the Christmas decorations and the candy that they get, the prizes they get thrown out. So if you haven't signed up already, go ahead and get your car, get your what do you call those wagons, those flatbed trucks?
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
like the goosenecks and all that.
Yeah. Get your Mardi Gras float out and put some Christmas decorations
Throw
on
some
it.
beads. Wait,
That's
wrong parade.
That's right. But, I'm kind of looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. It's supposed to be sunshiny. It's going to be a great day.
Oh, yeah. And look, I tell you what, there's nothing like a Christmas parade to really kick off the Christmas season.
Exactly.
And to make it really begin to feel like Christmas. We're seeing the decorations all around. And but once the parades begin, that's when you know.
That's when you know.
The clock's ticking. Christmas is on its way.
That's right.
Now, you were mentioning the Vidalia Women's Club, and they're doing something super fantastic right now, too.
Yeah, wow.
For the children here in the area. It's their first annual coat drive, accepting gently used coats and belts, as well as new socks, all that will be delivered to children here in Concordia Parish.
Right, exactly. And they started the coat drive, and it is their first annual coat drive, November the 30th, and it goes through December the 11th. And you can go to our Facebook page, City of Vidalia, and get the information on where to call, or you can go to the Vidalia Women's Club Facebook page and get the locations where you can drop it off, the telephone numbers to call. But they are looking for everybody turn out.
Yeah.
You know, clean out your closets, get rid of the coats that you don't. I know I probably got like 8 or 9
Oh,
coats.
for sure. I think we
can
all
go
probably
back.
do.
Yeah, you know, they come back in style. Some of them are they just need to be gone.
Although you're a lady, you probably have a whole lot more coats than I've got. So.
That exactly. Yeah, I was being very conservative when I said
What
8.
you said, 8 or 9. Yeah. So at times 3, more like 27 of them, maybe.
Yeah, that would be close to it. One for each pair of boots.
That's right. There you go.
But once again, thank you, Vidalia Women's Club. This is just amazing what they've done. So be sure and go look in your closet and look online and see where you can drop off those coats and help these area kids out.
And one more week on that. That's running through next Friday, December the 11th. And,
Correct.
And just a fantastic effort there. Once again, the Vidalia Women's Club, Mary Montpelier's, who someone you can call to get more information at 318-880-7440. And, you know, with Christmas time comes Christmas trees.
Yeah.
And the riverfront, as usual, is going to be hopping at Christmas time.
Oh, right. It's already. H.L. Urban, our director of the riverfront down there, has got all of the displays, everything with he and Mark Moros, the electrical. I mean, they're utility people. They've got so much to put up down there. They start like 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, so they can have all of that up the week of Thanksgiving, so people can start driving through and looking. They're still adding some things down there now, which this is one of them, the Christmas trees on the riverfront. The Vidalia Women's Club, kudos, ladies. You can, for $75, put up a 6-foot pre-lit Christmas tree. Now, they have the trees, and you can decorate your own tree, or you can pay $125, and the ladies will decorate it for you.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, how cool is that? To just keep adding stuff to the riverfront down there for the kids, once again, to drive through and look at.
Oh, yeah. And so basically for $75, you get a Christmas tree that you can display out there and decorate it any way you want.
Exactly.
And it's pre-lit.
Yeah, pre-lit.
Wow.
Right. You can decorate it yourself, or you can pay a little bit more and they can do it. But what a great way for area businesses to say, you know, look, we care about our community. And they get a little advertising in the meantime.
I think I think a little competition there would be in order. What businesses out there want to up the ante and have the biggest, baddest tree out on the riverfront, and then somebody else sees it, and let's just keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, who wants to drive by and say, I wonder why they didn't do it?
Yeah, that's right.
Uh-oh. Challenge thrown.
Challenge thrown. Challenge accepted.
Exactly.
Now, there's also going to be next Friday, which is, as we were mentioning, the deadline for the coat drive, a holiday fun and light ride.
Wow. This, when they sent me this, I was just so excited about it. They're going to be at Vidalia Lower Elementary. And it's the PTO, Parent Teacher Organization. They're inviting everybody out to come to the Holiday Fun and Light Ride, December the 11th, 5:30 to 7:30. They're going to have a hayride. So bring a blanket. Yeah. We're hoping it's still this cool. So
hopefully,
keep feeling like
hopefully it'll be this cool
bit.
again, or still until the summertime. Just not ready. We're not even going to talk about hot weather.
Really.
Don't even want to hear about it.
Let's see how bad it gets first. We'll be going, I want the beach somewhere. But they're going to have, along with the hayride, they're going to have games, cocoa, a cocoa bar so kids can go over and get them a cup of cocoa, crafts, bake sale, all for $5 a person.
Wow.
Now, nobody under 12 is allowed to ride on the hayride without a parent.
Okay.
So
Well,
don't drop your kids off, you know, if they're under 12 and whatever. They're also going to have pictures with Santa that you can get printed on site.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to bring your child by, if you and your honey want to take a picture, you know, $10, and all of this is going to go to a really good cause to help out the school as well. So that's really going to be cool.
Oh, super cool. The holiday fun and light ride, and that's going to be next Friday, 5:30 to 7:30 at Vidalia Lower. summer. And hey,
something every weekend. You know?
Jolly old St. Nicholas will be on site.
Absolutely. He's getting around in Vidalia.
He is getting around. Hey, and speaking of jolly old St. Nick, he's going to be holding a breakfast.
Yeah, we thought we'd feed everybody. You know?
Might as
Santa
well.
Claus is, needs to keep his weight on.
Well, he's
Christmas.
He's going to have a fun night that evening at the hayride, at the light ride, and so he's going to have breakfast
eat the next
morning.
That's
right.
Exactly right.
And everybody can actually come out and have breakfast with Santa on Saturday the 12th, the next day. And that's at the Comfort Suites, Vidalia Riverfront.
That is at Comfort Suites on the riverfront, and this is Concordia Parish Chamber event. They have been just so diligent in trying to get presents and everything for all of these kids. So for $5, you can bring your child. They can have breakfast with Santa. You can hitch a ride on the trolley. And then also they're going to have the dare train.
Oh, wow.
So you can ride the dare. Come on, ride the train. So they're going to have just a whole bunch of fun. And really it makes Christmas a little more fun to have a little traditional something that you can come and do every single year. So.
Absolutely. And the kid's going to get a goodie bag too.
Yeah.
You can't get breakfast for $5, Jim.
No.
I mean, and with this
breakfast, all of this, and a goodie bag.
Yeah, and Santa Claus in the house.
Santa Claus.
So I'm sure some of the kids will probably be trying to slip him their Christmas lists if they hadn't already gotten them to him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And this is for children 0 through 12 years old. 0
to 12, and it's going to be from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., and you can call the Concordia Chamber of Commerce, 336-8223. If you don't have your ticket, you do need to purchase a ticket. That way they can go ahead and plan on how many people to feed that day.
And there are several locations where you can purchase the tickets at the Vidalia locations of Tensas State Bank, Delta Bank, Concordia Bank, and UMB, along with the Concordia Chamber of Commerce office right there on Carter Street.
Correct. And we want to thank all these places, too, it takes away from their business for people to come in and buy this. So we'd like to say thank you for them for participating with it, too. They're helping to do their part. So.
Well, we got a generous population here. And,
really?
And especially once you get to Christmas time. Everybody just is in the giving spirit, really year round.
Yeah.
And you were mentioning tradition a minute ago, and that being a fantastic thing. And another really great tradition is the City of Vidalia Roadblock, the Feed the Hungry Roadblock, and we got that coming up on the 22nd, just a few days before Christmas.
Exactly, and this is something that Mayor Copeland has kept going. We are not allowed to have any roadblocks within the city of Vidalia other than this one. This is the one roadblock that's allowed every year. There's two of them. Veterans Day. That's right. Yeah. That's right. But this one is for the Feed the Hungry. The City of Vidalia employees, mayor, alderman employees, they volunteered to go out there and do it. It's going to be on December the 22nd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Carter Street at the red light, where it always is. Andy, I found out a little bit more about this yesterday when I was working up a flyer for them. All of the monies that are donated stay in this area. Now, this is the Vidalia Assembly of God. That is the housing for the Feed the Hungry program. They're the ones that get all the money together, donate the food, distribute the food. But it goes to approximately 150 people, families, per month.
Oh, wow.
So this isn't just a Christmas thing.
It's a monthly endeavor.
It's a monthly endeavor. The mayor likes to do it at Christmas time because, you don't want to see anybody going hungry anytime, but especially at Christmas, when we've got some less fortunate people that live in this area. So it really, it gives them something to eat. I mean, the basic food things that we don't even think of. They get a 50-pound box of food. They get a frozen bag of food. And this year, they're going to give them all a turkey as well.
Oh, wow.
And they've got the lady told me yesterday they've got 60 turkeys so far, and so they're going to have to get about another 100 or so. These people have to qualify. You just don't come in and say, I'm needy.
Exactly.
They have to meet qualifications before they get on the list to start getting the boxes of food. And I asked her if it was all local families. She said, yeah, it's all local families. We start in Vidalia, and then we start spreading out a little bit, Ridgecrest, Faraday, Monterey. I think they have one family from Woodville that has fallen on hard times, so they've been helping them out too. But they start here and then they go out with it a little bit. Last year, the city got $6,000. in
the roadblock.
contributions
Wow.
on that one day. So we're trying to top that big time. If you want to donate, you can donate anytime by calling 336-8748, and that is the Vidalia Assembly of God. They'll hook you up with who you need to talk to there and what you need to do. But please, 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 don't run over us in the middle of street, number one, because I will stop you and get money from you. Number two, reach deep. If you're going to go through 3 or 4 times a day, try to get your change. I mean, there's no amount too small. If you've got a 20, 100, whatever, please help us feed these area people around here. It's going to be great.
Well, and the goal of a lot of these things that we've been talking about is to, help to clothe and feed those that are less fortunate. And, when you think of somebody that doesn't have a coat or a pair of socks or food to eat, and, any of us that do, we're all clothed right now. I'm sure that everybody's had breakfast or some coffee or something. We're very fortunate. And there are a lot of unfortunate folks out there, and it just breaks your heart thinking about, some kids out there that don't have any food, don't have a jacket to put on to go out in the cold.
See, and that's what I'm thinking. I've got one for each color.
Right.
So guess what I'm going to do this afternoon?
Go clear out that
I'm
closet.
going to clear out that closet because I feel really bad now.
I think you should make a video and post it on the Facebook page.
I think I might
cleaning
do
out
that.
your closet.
I might do that. Might help some other people get inspired.
Send it to me. I'll put some music behind it and everything. We'll put the carnival music. I think
that's probably what it'd look like
with
too.
some Christmas bells behind it as well. So.
That sounds good.
Well, Mr. Mayor, we've been sitting here just talking. I mean, I think we've been entertaining you over there.
Andy, I can't follow this act. My goodness, isn't it outstanding?
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Listen to that. It's the first time I've heard all this in depth. and what I derive from this is our people that makes our community so successful. And listen to all these organizations that participate in all these events and look at the end results. A tremendous amount of events during the months of December, but we still have even those throughout the year also.
Yeah, I was just about to say December's packed full, but all year round there's just so much going on.
And it's all created by the organizations and by these wonderful people like the Women's Garden Club and other organizations. Without their participation, none of this would be a reality. Mm-hmm. So I want to thank them personally from the city of Vidalia to participate, along with our employees. Sheri was mentioning some names as far as the riverfront displays is concerned. Lee Staggs and his staff worked extremely hard putting all those out. Yeah. So that's an event that we really enjoy each and every year. If you have not been down to look at it, it's a state-of-the-art displays for Christmas on the riverfront. We invite each and every one. I've gone to areas in Monroe and other places, and none of them compete with what we have on the riverfront. Yeah. So we welcome you. It's free. Doesn't cost you a penny. Just get in your car, drive through. It's beautiful at night, and we'd love for you to look at it. We're excited about it, and it's been a great project throughout the years.
Well, and that's one of everyone's favorite pastimes is getting in the car at night and riding around and looking at the Christmas lights.
Look, I can remember, and I'm older than dirt, but I can remember as a child, about 10 years old, going over to the International Paper Company. All the older people remember that, and all the displays they had during Christmas time. That's where we derived this from, and we even have some of the displays that we patterned after those displays that were located on International Paper Company.
Oh, wow.
People would go over, Andy, and they'd take their lunch with them and sit out there and wait their turn to go through and visit with each other and everything. And I still remember those days. and our riverfront is similar to that, and so we welcome each and every one to go down and look at it. I think you'd be surprised.
Oh, fantastic. And I can't wait to do it. Yeah. We'll be piling the kids in the car and putting on the Christmas music and, going and seeing all the lights and all the displays. It's going to be fun.
I've got my great-granddaughter. She's a year old. This November the 23rd. Be her first opportunity to really look at it. We're excited about taking her down, let her look at it. And I know that you got a youngster 7.5 months old.
That's right.
Little girl.
Right. It'll be a real fun Christmas.
Right.
Be an interesting Christmas. Mine just started crawling about a month ago, and she started pulling up about a week and a half ago. And so
my tree.
Mine has started walking a few months ago, and I'm surprised. I think she's starting to talk at a year old. I think she gets that from her family. But we really enjoy her. We keep her a good bit of. My granddaughter graduates actually from Alcorn next week, and we've been keeping her during that period of time she's been going to school. So we really enjoy it.
Oh, getting some good quality time.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, now we were just talking about everything happening in December, and then we mentioned in passing all the stuff that's been going on all year long. And I always like to check in with you and get an update and get some tidbits on the city of Vidalia. And I'm betting you came with some tidbits for me today.
Well, I'm looking at the list, and so every time I read this list, I'm even surprised myself that it's all been accomplished. But I want to emphasize it would not have happened without the people of Vidalia and the surrounding area, along with our Board of Aldermen who worked together in accomplishing all these goals that we've set out. And I don't know where this saying come from, and I'm going to read it to you. It's a small town where big things happen. Become a part of something big. I think Miss Rabb was the one that come up with that slogan, and we use that all over the state. And if you sit and read it and look at it for a few moments, and then look at the accomplishments that a small community of about 5,000 people have accomplished through the years, but it's all because of people rolling their sleeves up, going to work, and without those participation, we would not have been successful. I'm the luckiest person on the face of this earth to represent a community like Vidalia, Louisiana. I tell that to each and every one everywhere I go. So it's a tremendous honor. This will be my 7th term as mayor and 3 terms as alderman, which is 36 years of my life that I've enjoyed thoroughly each and every day to represent Vidalia, Louisiana. It's been a tremendous honor, and what a heck of a ride it's been through these years. But I want to go over some things that we've got. Some people may not realize. The home of 3 Fortune 500 companies. That's amazing. A small community, 3 Fortune 500
population
companies.
of 5,000 with 3 Fortune 500
Fruit of the
companies.
Loom, BASF, Bungie. We're working on others right now, and we're hopefully this coming 2016. And I make this statement here: our best years are yet to come. With all the projects we've got working on, and we're going to go over a few of those, and I'm excited about 2016 and the next few years to come. I predict that our population in the next 10 years is going to go up at least 40% on all what we're doing and what we're bringing in. Sidney A. Murray Hydroelectric Plant, been a great project for us. 2 shovel-ready industrial parks. We're also in the process of trying to acquire another 1,000 acres, which will make it a mega site. State's working with us on that, which will be a tremendous asset in bringing industries to our area. We also, the Vidalia Landing and Riverfront on the Mississippi River, state-of-the-art, a state welcoming center, convention center, 37,000 square foot convention center. What's ironic about this, all that's paid for by grants, didn't cost the town any money. One of the very few in the state that we acquired those grants for.
I know the taxpayers like to hear that.
Exactly right. And we have tremendous amount of events. It's also classified as a community center. We have community events over there at no charge to our public schools.
And it's so sleek and modern.
Right.
Looking. It just looks good.
And H.L. Urban and his staff have done a great job. It looks as good as the day today as it did when we first built it. You got a long-term acute care hospital that we proud of, a medical complex, Riverwalk, hotel, spa, amphitheater, RV park, recreation complex with baseball, softball, tennis, basketball, city park, broadband, Port of Vidalia, new ITT center. We're going to break ground on that this spring, which will be state of the art. Will be a business incubator too. We're excited about that. We're starting construction on the 10 gigabyte fiber in Vidalia as we speak today. Hopefully by the end of 2016, we'll have it all up and down our business sector and going over into the residential area too. The fastest internet on the market and faster than a blink of an eye, and we're excited about that. We're going to bring some of our young entrepreneurs back to Vidalia to be able to enjoy that and live and become a part of our community.
Yeah, look, we've talked about the 10 gig fiber before, Absolutely. And I tell you, I mean, like, you don't even realize how fast that's. I mean, if anyone that's never used a high-speed internet connection like that, I mean, it's almost like the page is already loaded. It's like it's stored in your history in your browser cache when you're loading a brand new page, or if you're watching a movie, a high-def movie, downloading, like snapping your fingers, it's done.
The banks, the hospitals can really utilize it. You can contact Mayo Clinic, boom, instantly, and you can receive diagnostics on some of the issues that they may have. But these are some figures that even surprised me as Sheri got these figures together. The Vidalia Conference and Convention Center hosted 215 events in 2015 with approximately 34,356 people attending.
Wow.
Now, that's a tremendous amount of people for a small community of 5,000. This is really, we worked extremely hard on this particular recreation complex. The Recreation Board and the City of Vidalia combined their resources to build a $7 million state-of-the-art. Coach Highfire has done a great job, he and his staff. Let me tell you the end results of that. In 2015, they hosted 127 events, state and district tournaments. But here's what's amazing. 67,261 people attended those events. Now think about that for a moment. 67,261. That's people that came to Vidalia and the surrounding and spent their money here locally. $1 turns over 7 times. They stop at a restaurant, a convenience store, shop in the grocery stores, shop in Walmart, shop at all the other stores. That money stays here in our community. That's sales tax dollars that we can use and to street repair or any infrastructure that we may need or any other type of issues that the town may need. Our sales tax has quadrupled in the last 8 years, at least 7 times. Another figure is a property tax property value in Vidalia is $125 per square foot. More than any small community, is more than Monroe, Louisiana, which is $106 per square foot. These are older homes that are 40 and 50 years old. So the real estate is a very tight market in Vidalia, but the value of that house alone has increased. A house that I saw the other day 10 years ago was selling for $65,000. Today, it's $120,000. And you can go all over to Vidalia and see them, which is great. We appreciate that. So people realizing this is a great place to come, to move, and to invest in Vidalia.
Well, the appreciation of the properties is a fantastic investment for all the homeowners, and like you were mentioning, all the money that's coming through from the tournaments and the people that are coming into town, 67,000 plus this past year. I mean, you're talking about millions and millions and millions of dollars being injected into the local economy.
Right, and we just started. We're just beginning to start that process of acquiring more of that. This is something new that we started this past year, Sheri.
Right.
The American Cruise Line riverboats, the Queen of Mississippi, the American Eagle, docked in Vidalia 55 times in 2015, bringing approximately 9,307 people to our town, to the region. They spend their money here. We're excited. It's going to be even bigger than that next year. We've talking to other boats that are interested. We've increased the boat ramps down there. We're getting ready to widen another boat ramp that will accommodate the recreation aspect of it, along with the river boats. We're going to have to widen it because we had a problem with the boats coming, and the fishermen want to get in the river. We're going to eliminate that problem this spring. As soon as the river goes down, we're going to widen that ramp so that everybody can utilize it even more. So all those problems. Let me tell you one, though, that I don't talk about very much, and she fusses at me a little bit, and she should, and that's Miss Amanda Taylor. We have a state-of-the-art library system, not only in Vidalia, but in Concordia Parish. That computer system she has in there, in our library, is amazing. What you can go in, our young people that don't have computers can go in now and utilize those for business or whatever may be the case. Young entrepreneurs that don't have a computer can utilize that. So it's so very, very important to have that in our community. She's done a tremendous job, and I want to apologize again for not mentioning it more so than I should. Well,
I'd say Miss Amanda, I mean, she was the librarian when I was a kid. Right. And there was always stuff going on, summer programs, and that's one thing that another thing that they're just amazing about is all of the just the various entertainment and culture opportunities for free programs, free concerts, all kinds of just great stuff that the library puts on year round.
When I was a small youngster in Vidalia, Louisiana, growing up, I went to the library every summer, and I'd get me several of the books, take them back home and read. I'm a history buff, and I enjoyed those days. I can close my eyes and remember those days, especially when you're getting as old as I am now. And because we had a great system then, but it's even better now due to her hard work.
Oh yeah.
But I talk about all this, and I want to close with this: a great place to live, with great roads, schools, churches, and great people. That's what separates us from other communities. I go all over this country, all over this state, and I always tell everyone, it's because they said, "Why are you successful? Why is your community successful?" It's because of our people. Again, a tremendous honor. Looking forward to the years to come.
Oh yeah, and, it's exciting. It's an exciting time.
And I want to thank KFNV for giving us the opportunity.
Oh, sure,
to be here.
We're happy to help. And I got one more question though. I mean,
okay.
When do you guys find time to sleep? Because
funny you should say that.
Believe it or not, I don't sleep maybe 4 hours, and I've done it all my life. I woke up at 1:30 this morning, thinking about this, thinking about that, and I have to close the door because my wife's in the back, and I close the door, going going over my stuff during the day, but sleep very little. But great. I mean, I've been like it on. But it's great to be that way, and because I know if I don't get up that early, some of the other people are gonna get up earlier than me and try to get ahead of us.
Yeah.
We don't want that to happen.
Early bird gets the worm.
That's not gonna happen.
So when I get a return email from you at 1:30 in the morning, it's just because you're up trying to get a head start on the day.
Because if I keep talking, I'll talk till 1 o'clock.
Sheri won't talk till 1 o'clock.
No. That's what people don't realize. It's not a 8-hour-a-day job.
Yeah.
Being the mayor and keeping up with the mayor is a 24/7 job.
Mm-hmm.
We literally work 24/7. You don't know when stuff's going to happen, so you have to be available.
And with the connectivity of the modern world, with the cell phones and texts and emails and Facebook and Instagram and on Twitter and all that, you're always reachable.
Yep.
And there's always something that could be done.
Yeah,
generally.
exactly. And that's why I wanted to kind of end it with this. We want to be sure that everybody does go out, look at all the Christmas decorations, decorate your home up, clean up your yard, make Vidalia look like what it is.
Go Clark Griswold on your house.
That's exactly right. Throw up, Martha
Those little
Stewart.
lights aren't twinkling, Clark.
But literally, make our town look like our people, bright and beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome. Shop local. Go here first before you go anywhere else. Another thing I wanted to be sure is that we are connected, the City of Vidalia, in just about every aspect you can think of. Go to our website, cityofvidaliala.com. Go to our YouTube, Vidalia, Louisiana YouTube. We have a lot of programs on there. Social media, we're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got any question about anything, send us a message, give us a call, but be a part of your community. We got a lot going on, and it's like the mayor said, we just got more stuff coming.
Yeah. And like you said, stay connected because
exactly.
We, a lot of people say that all of the
There's
connectivity that we
happening.
have. Yeah, exactly. but then people also think that because of all the connectivity, we've lost some of that personal connectivity. But I don't feel like that's true necessarily because
not me.
You have a way now to, as a centralized location, go to cityofvidaliala.com. There's just bukus of information. There's links to the YouTube. There's links to this.
And we really do have so much going on that's free.
Exactly.
We're in a depressed economy at this time. So there's a lot of things you can do with your family. Just, take a blanket, hot chocolate, stroll through and look at the lights. It doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
And it really will make you feel good.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much, Andy. We always appreciate coming in here.
Well, look, I appreciate everything that you guys do for our area here, and I'm always happy to get you in here so we can help spread the word to our fine listeners out there because I know that they want to hear about all this stuff. And
and the mayor's going to sing us out. He's going to sing.
All
us
right, and I'll leave you now with Mayor Hyram Copeland. What are we doing? How about "Oh Holy Night's" always been one of my favorites. You can hit those high notes, can't you?
Well, let me do it next time.
Okay.
I'll be better prepared.
You didn't do your voice warm up exercise. That's fine. Well, I'll bring my xylophone, and Sheri will bring her acoustic bass, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all so much for coming in. Merry Christmas to y'all.
Everybody.
That is, of course, Miss Sheri Rabb. She's the Director of Marketing and Public Relations for the City of Vidalia, and the one and only Mayor Hyram Copeland. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you.
What's happening on